All right, this will be my attempt at my YouTube career. So if you're watching this, give me a break. So I'm gonna introduce myself and then I'll introduce my car. My name is Chris, I'm 24, and I am a Mercedes-Benz tech. So I work on Mercedes-Benzes all day, 6 days a week, and this is one of my project cars. She is very neglected right now. However, gonna try to make a video series and hopefully give me some motivation to get her back on the road. This is my 2004 E500 station wagon. You might be looking at the brakes and the wheels and be thinking, hey, is this an E500? Yes, this is. This was an E500. It is now an E55, basically. Yeah, she's very, very neglected right now. I'm just gonna show you all the imperfections so that you can know this is not a perfect car. I don't build perfect cars. I build drivers. I build fun cars. I build cars to have fun and drive and beat on. And yeah, this is not a perfect car. Fenders are messed up. Wheels are probably curbed. The wrap is peeling in certain places because the bumper's been off so many times. But yeah, it's faded because she's been sitting for years. But as I said, this is going to be my attempt of making her a roadworthy car again and just finishing my build, because this is one of my favorite builds. But unfortunately, life comes in the way, and sometimes you don't have time for things, and you know, things hit the back burner like this car has. And yeah, she's not perfect. Roof is faded, side rails are faded. I get depressed looking at it, but that's life, man. VRP sticker, because I have a lot of VRP parts on this car. My wallet is still crying to this day. Overview on the car, we'll start looking at what I have into it. So this is an E500 4MATIC. We did keep it 4MATIC with the E55 motor. This motor is out of an S55. We have VRP intakes on it. I have a VRP front mount. I have a VRP secondary heat exchanger. We have a VRP front mount intercooler. A lot of VRP parts. I did a custom intake on it. That headlight is yellowing. I currently have, I believe, Souvenir DRLs that I'm gonna install. E63 front bumper. My lip is cracked because I lowered it onto my car at work. So, yep. 76 millimeter fixed pulley. I have AN lines going to my custom oil cooler, which is over here. Since this is an E500, it doesn't have an oil cooler. So I made my own, put it over there. AN lines. Currently has no AC because I decided to cut that. So that'll be on the list. AN lines going to an flex fuel sensor that is hidden back there. So yes, this car is on ethanol. What else? I believe we have FabTech, a bunch of FabTech pulleys on it. It's currently strutting the belt. Why? I have no idea. I think this is the incorrect supercharger belt. This car's been sitting for so long, so I genuinely forgot. I think that's rat shit. So yeah, I gotta get back on this car. Yeah, a lot of cool parts on this car. I have an oil pressure gauge. I'll move on to the interior in a few. We have a looped fuel rail that I custom made. I had welded in 2 ports. I had somebody weld 2 ports and made a custom looped fuel rail because the price of a looped fuel rail is kind of ridiculous when it's just AN fittings. We have a VRP secondary reservoir. What happens with these cars is they like to overheat a lot, so this goes ahead and splits the cooling system. From factory, they both share the same cooling system, so that helps with your intake air temps a lot. Yeah, we have ESR rims on it. I don't really like to spend all my money on wheels, so this is a budget option for me. I think they look really good. I have E55 calipers that were a pain to install to fit because, as I said, this car is front wheel drive. Is 4MATIC, excuse me. As you can see, it does have front axles, so this is a 4MATIC vehicle. Moving on to the interior. which is it's in terrible shape right now. I have an aftermarket steering wheel. I did go ahead and upgrade to the center console because the original center console in the 04s are hideous. So I have the shifter bezel. I just have to install that. We have oil pressure gauges, and I have an AFR gauge. This car's not perfect by any means, as I said. So I really want to go through it and make it 100%, or as close to 100% as I can. I did the headliner in Alcantara. I did the belts in yellow. I have a set of beautiful bucket seats going in this car. I can't wait to install those. As you move to the back, once again, the reason this car is not running is because I basically burned the entire fuel system up. It's kind of like ghetto rigged right now just so I can move it, but as you can see, I completely burned my fuel pumps. I have dual 450 Walbros in this car, so I did not upgrade the wiring at the time. Lesson learned on that. So I do have a full kit from Racetronics and Deechworks to go ahead and upgrade the wiring to make that 100%. Since we're on the topic of fuel, I obviously have 1000cc injectors in the car, E85 compatible. I do have a Hellcat throttle body for it that I also want to go ahead and get installed. Yeah, that's it. We have, I think, Souvenir skirts, E63 skirts, E63 red bumper, which was insanely hard to find at the time. And yeah, she's a beauty. As I said, she needs a lot of work, but that's what this series is probably going to be, is me getting her up to par, and hopefully the start of my YouTube career. I'm going to try to do this in one shot. I've never edited a video before, so if I do edit, I put my Instagram up there where you can follow my builds on my cars. I also have a Turbo Miata. If you guys want an overview on that car, I can definitely do a video just on that vehicle. If you have any questions about this car, any content you want to see in the future, just drop a comment below. I'm sure there's things that I've missed, like I have secondary air injection plates. The more I look, the more I'm like, damn, I missed that. But that's an overview on the car. As I said, it is 4MATIC. It is a 500. If you don't believe me, I can show you the VIN, but yeah, it's a 500. It's a 55 swap. It's been done. I'm not the first to do it. I'm not going to say it's one of one. I'm not going to say it's perfect because that's not who I am. But that's it, man. I have a bunch of parts to put in this car. So I have a stacked pulley I want to put on it. I have a set of bucket seats. Like I said, I have a brace for the supercharger belt. I forget what it's called. I want to get that in ASAP. I probably have to get a different belt because now this belt is shredding. But yeah, that's it. So hope you guys like the video. Subscribe, like, drop comments. I definitely want to hear feedback from you guys, and you know, maybe it'll give me some motivation to hop back on this car. But yeah, that's it.